Hello, I just got back from DEF CON. I had a lot of questions about how to make the human interface device attack machines, or basically they're a Teensy 3.0 or 3.1 hidden inside of a fake HTC or Samsung insert your brand of Android phone. So I'm going to go over how to build the Teensy 3.0s. As you can see, this one has the fake simulated screens. You can buy the black screens, but I'm going to teach you how to actually make the screens blacked out yourself, such as this one right here. And I'm going to go over in pretty good detail of how to make them look real, how to leave them on sites for pen tests. It's something I leave on site for pen tests. It's basically better than the USB devices, things like that. So I'll go into a little bit of detail here. This is basically what I search for when I'm looking for, and the actual second one down is where I used to get my original ones from. It is a Chinese source, so the tracking does take a long time. You can buy the local US ones, but they have simulated screens on them, which you basically have to have an extra step in the actual process of it. So just search for whatever your Android flavor of phone is. You can buy the actual phone, and I would recommend you don't want to go too cheap with something like this, because the ones that don't have the actual weight to them, they don't feel real, and they won't pass a person on a test. And also the second part of it is the Teensy 3.1. You can basically Google Teensy, or you can go to the URL that is right there. So basically, I will do another video on the actual payloads that I have for the Teensies, and I'm going to go over really quick here. This is the HTC One M8, and this is the one I use. This is a worn-in case. It adds a little bit of a look to it to make it look like it's more valid. And so basically, on the bottom, once you crack the M8 open, you're going to see it has a little spot that you have to move some stuff to get the actual Teensy inside of it. So basically, these Teensy 3.0s, 3.1s, these ones are. You basically take them out of the case, align them inside there, and I actually put the Teensies on this metal plate. You can try flipping the metal plate around. It does have enough space to fit a Teensy on once you flip it around in most cases. But on this one, I would recommend just laying your Teensy where it lines up on the other one. So you're going to lay it on here, and you're going to draw black on it. And then I basically had a shop in town weld out. I brought in like 10 of them at a time, so it's worth it for them to do it, and they'll actually weld it or cut it out for me. And it leaves a perfect space for the Teensy, and it still has that weight. And I'm going to show you guys how the simulated screens. So basically, after you pull the screens off, first step would be to remove the actual screen here, because underneath here there's going to be the simulated screen, which is basically a sticker, and it looks very, very fake. So basically, the first step is to actually pull the screen off, which these pop off very, very simple. I have a bunch of iPhone removal tools, iPhone screen removal tools, but this one actually will pop right off here. And basically, once you pop the actual simulated screen off, you'll have a screen like this. And what I do is I go over them with a black permanent marker, is the first step, and then I go over it with nail polish or a thicker paint, and your end product looks like this, which is, that looks like a legitimate screen on a simulated. As you can see, it's not. And these ones are in the preparation process. I have an example of a full-blown working one. This is a dummy phone. It feels pretty realistic. But yeah, as you can see, it just has a slot with a Teensy underneath it. And the buttons still do work, everything like that. So yeah, the power button on the top works, things like that. And the other thing is, I usually leave a hole, or I poke a hole through the actual face of the device. So I just have to pull the screen off to actually program the Teensy. So you can still push the Teensy program button. So if you want to change your payload out or anything like that, it's something that is pretty simple to do. I do have some iPhone ones. Let's see here. Make sure I don't have anything bad in my screen there. But yeah, this one is actually the largest one I did. This one is it's a dummy iPad. So as you can see, it's not a real iPad, but yeah, this is one that I used on a certain engagement a while back. And like I was saying, these Teensy 3.0s or 3.1s, excuse me, are very cheap. They're about $20, something around there. And then the actual dummy phones are anywhere from $11 to $14, depending on the model you get. And I will show you the actual stack of iPhone ones I have here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here's basically my hacking box, and yeah, these are the old iPhone ones that haven't converted over. These ones have the lightning cables, which are kind of a pain in the butt to convert over. But I do have, let's see here. Yeah, I went all the way up to the 5 pluses. So, and if you guys want, I'm going to do a demonstration on actually, disassembling one from scratch. I just wanted to get a base video out there so that people, could start building. Yeah, there's even the 32-pin models. I think I have. Yeah, this one's a 32-pin model. So, yeah, this is the old iPhones. But yeah, they look legit. They look very, very legitimate. The buttons still work on them. You put them in a case, it adds concreteness to them. So, and yeah, like I was saying, yeah, like you add a case onto an iPhone 5 Plus, and yeah, then there's a bunch of RFID stuff in here too, which I will go into demos of that if anybody's interested. Here's a square reader that actually I swapped the gear out on it. It's pretty cool. I'll teach you guys how to build one of these too. These are fun little things, but it basically has some of the same Foxconn parts that a lot of the iPhones do. So that works on some of the older the square readers. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me questions. Thank you.